What's up YouTube, Dow here from Zephyr Wargames, bringing you commentary on game 2 of our Ancient Gear mirror match. On the left with the Zark mat we have Joe, and on the right with the Star Wars Kylo Ren mat we have Rob. Both playing Ancient Gears. Game 1 went to Rob, and if you haven't seen that you have to check it out. It was one of the craziest top decks, or one of the, you know, such a quick game, but or was it mental? Anyway, Rob starts us off with Silver Gadget, special summoning Ancient Gear Wyvern. Ancient Gear Wyvern searches out a card. I believe it was it Box? No, he's looking for his extra. Now, this is a part where I'm a bit, or how I play Gears. Like, sometimes I think about it and I think, am I better off leaving Silver? Is Silver more dangerous on the board than going into an XYZ? Like, the XYZ options are Giga X, which is the main one, detached to search. But is leaving Silver on the board more of a threat and more of a worry? Does it make my opponent overextend a little bit? Oh, there we go. So we added Hound with Wyvern. Does it make my opponent worry and overextend to try and bounce Silver so that Silver doesn't get his effect? But that's just my personal preference. Like, you know, it might not be the best of plays. It's just something that runs through my head when I have the opportunity to XYZ. Anyway, so Giga X is chosen. Search off Box and Ancient Gear Gadget. So he's got quite a few materials in hand, and Hound is, you know, Hound now has 3 materials, and it looks like he's got another monster in hand, so he's got 4 materials next turn, so we can get into Giant just going through Hound, sorry. Sets 1 card, which you cannot do, Rob. And Joe doesn't miss that. So basically, Rob cannot set that card because he activated Wyvern's effect that turn. So that set card shouldn't be there. Anyway, Joe Dark Holes clears the board and then terraformings into Gear Town. Now this is I've watched this ahead, and this is a bit of a how not to play Yu-Gi-Oh and Ancient Gears, and I'll point out when it gets there. They've both been told, they've both had their hands slapped for this. Coming up right now. So Joe has activated Catapult. Catapult targets Gear Town to destroy it, and Rob has striked it. Now, number 1, strike shouldn't be on the board because of Wyvern's effect. Number 2, you cannot strike a spell or trap card. Put it this way, if you could, why would people want to be running Warning? And number 2, why would it still be allowed at 3? It would have been hit to 1. It's just a cheaper Solemn Warning, which is a bad misconception. It's not. You cannot strike spells and traps that include the effect of special summon. That is why Warning specifically states that on the card, where a strike does not. It only special summons the monster. So from this point on, it's kind of a little bit rocky. Now, luckily, strike, I don't think it doesn't change the outcome of the game. It's certainly a downer, but so I mean, let's put it this way. At the moment, Joe has now banished Catapult from Grave to pop Town anyway. Now, I'm not too sure if you can actually activate Catapult, because Strike doesn't negate activation. Anyway, shouldn't be happening. Either way, if he had done the exact same play, he probably would have 2 big beaters on board, possibly, but without the token. And Rob would still have 8k. He would normal summon Wyvern, so it would be possible that Joe could probably do 7/7 damage. In this scenario, he's only going to be doing 4/7. So technically, Rob would still be alive regardless, which is why I'm saying Strike doesn't change the outcome of this game completely. It certainly affected the game, don't get me wrong, but fortunately, yeah, it hasn't changed the winner of this game. So Rob, is he just... What's he topped at? Is he just topped at to Power Bond? No, he's got a Power Bond in hand. So he's got game. Because in this scenario, he's taken 15 from Strike, 17 from Wyvern, 3k from Reactor Dragon. Now, he's got the 4 materials in hand. So all he needs to do is activate Power Bond, 4 materials, bing, bang, bong. There's your Gear Giant. You know... That's 9,000 over Reactor Dragon. So this is what I'm saying. Even if Joe did have the 2 big beaters on board, that still would have been 6k over both of those. So the outcome of the game was inevitable now that you get to the end of it and you can have foresight. But yeah, this is a big warning of how not to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You cannot strike spells and traps, and once you activate Wyvern's effects, you cannot set for the rest of the turn. You can do it prior to activating his effect, but not afterwards. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and we'll have more duels, hopefully without those major mishaps in it, but they are learning curves for everyone, and more deck profiles and pack openings. So thanks guys, and as always, happy dueling. If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.